Hello guys, what's up? How you doing? You're welcome once again. So if this is the first time you're watching me, my name is Isaac, also known as Jewett. You're welcome to Jewett Fitness. So if you haven't subscribed on my channel, please click that subscribe button, and also remember to turn on the notification icon in case if I post any new video, you'll be notified. I hope you guys can hear me because it's a little bit an echo here. So anyway, today we are not in the gym. Yeah, we are not in the gym. We're going to be discussing on something that is very, very important, when it comes to healthy living. It's very, very important. In fact, it is so important that I think 50% of everybody who go into fitness, that is probably the reason why they are going into fitness. If you are smart, you must have figured that out already. Okay, let me not waste much time. We're going to be talking about weights. Yes, we're going to be talking about 5 reasons that might be responsible for you gaining or not losing weight. I hope you're not confused with that. 5 reasons that might be responsible for you gaining or for your gain or not losing weight. Yes, that's what we are going to be talking about today. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into it. So the first on our list is called thyroid disorder. Now, first of all, what is thyroid? Thyroid is actually responsible in regulating metabolism, both in animal and in human. In those days, they used to tell us in school that thyroid is the master gland that is responsible for our metabolism. So now, when the body needs energy, the pituitary gland located in our brain sends thyroid stimulating hormone to our thyroid located in our neck here. Now, when the thyroid receives this signal, it will now then send another hormone to the cell in the body, instructing them to burn calorie for that energy production. Okay, this is basically known as metabolism. Okay, now how does this affect our weight? When someone has thyroid disorder, it's either going to lead to hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. Okay, now hypothyroidism means that the thyroid is not releasing enough hormone to the cell for the cell to burn calorie in a fast pace or in a normal pace. Okay, so which is going to decrease our metabolism. So someone who has hypothyroidism, you are basically going to have a low metabolism. Then why at the other hand, someone with hyperthyroidism, which means that the thyroid is going to be sending hormone even when the body doesn't need it. It's going to continue to send hormone to the cell, which is going to make the cell to continue to burn calories, which is definitely going to lead to weight loss. Okay, so now thyroid disorder simply means that the thyroid is no longer responding to the signal being received from the pituitary gland. So he's confused. So when the body needs energy, in the case of hypothyroidism, you only send few hormone to the cell, which is not going to be enough for the cell to burn calorie, which is going to lead to weight gain. Because if the cell is not burning enough calorie, definitely the calorie is still going to remain there, and you eat more to it, and it's going to lead to weight gain. So that is how thyroid disorder can lead to weight gain. Okay, now what do you need to do, or what can you do? What are my recommendations for you to solve this problem? The only thing I can tell you is to visit your doctor. Visit your doctor, visit your family doctor, okay? So let them run some checkup on you, and they will be the one, or they will be in best position to tell you what you need to do. So, yeah. So, the number 2 is called insulin resistance. So I'm not going to go deep into this. I'm just going to explain how it affects your weight, how it makes you gain weight. Now, insulin, actually, it's kind of like a password or a key to the body cell, to the cell of the body. So with the presence of this insulin, the cell can absorb nutrients, can absorb glucose. Okay, it can utilize those nutrients that we derive from food. Okay, now when that cell becomes resistant to insulin, the nutrient will not be able to enter inside the cell, because insulin is actually kind of the key, the gateway for nutrient to enter, to enter the cell of the body, so that the body can utilize that nutrient. Now, if the cell is not resistant to insulin, the nutrient cannot longer enter the body. Now, energy is being stored as fat, glucose. So now those nutrients will now be dumped in fat cell, which is going to lead to weight gain. You understand? Insulin is present, but the cell is resistant to insulin. It's just like, for example, the cell has the lock, insulin is the key. Insulin opens the cell, nutrient comes in. And the process of insulin resistance is like the lock has been changed. Insulin can no longer open it anymore. It's either the insulin is being produced like ×2 for them to open it, or it can no longer open it anymore. Now, nutrient is present, waiting for insulin to open so that they can enter the cell. But if the insulin cannot open because of resistance coming from the cell, the nutrient is going to be stored in the body as fat, which is going to lead to weight gain. Get it? Now, what is the solution? Don't eat too much. Don't consume too much carbohydrate. Other things there are other, because insulin resistance don't just occur, but from my own understanding, one of the reasons, let me not say the main reason, one of the reasons that lead to insulin resistance is when the cell absorbs too much glucose. Because when the cell is absorbing too much glucose, it expands, which might also lead to weight gain, because you're not using as much as you're consuming, you're taking in. So you're using less and you're taking in more, which is going to make the cell to get bigger. So it will get to a point whereby the cell will no longer want to receive that nutrient anymore. It will be resistant to insulin, so that those nutrients cannot enter the cell. So in that way, the nutrients will be dumped in the cell, in the fat cell, which is going to lead to weight gain. So when you reduce your food intake, most especially food that is high in carbohydrate and sugar and all this stuff, the cell will now be reducing back to normal, because you are eating less, so you're consuming, so it will now be reducing back to normal. So in that way, a miracle might happen, or I don't know, the cell might begin to work normal, like working properly. Then it will start receiving the nutrients. You understand? So eat healthy. It might not be about just reducing your food, but it's about kind of eating healthy, like knowing how much calorie you should consume per day. So that's how insulin resistance can affect your weight. So the number 3 is menopause. Yes, menopause can lead to weight gain. I'm just only going to talk about 2 reasons. One, during menopause, your estrogen reduces, or it drops. Now, one of the functions of estrogen is it distributes fat or redistribution of fat. So if it doesn't distribute fat properly, definitely it's still gonna like kind of add to your weight, because definitely most especially in your abdominal area, because in your abdominal area, that is where it's kind of a default storage for fat. So if your estrogen level is low, and due to this your body can no longer redistribute fat properly, then it's going to be stored in your abdominal area. And the number 2 is your metabolism. It reduces your metabolism. As we talked about before, metabolism is basically the ability for your cell to consume calorie for energy production. So if your metabolism is low, that means you cannot burn calorie in a proper way or in a fast way. So calorie is actually from glucose, which is also fat. So definitely if you're not burning them properly, it's going to be stored as fat. So in that way, menopause can lead to weight gain. And there are so many health problems that comes with menopause, most especially in women. The only remedy I can give to you is that studies have shown that women who are eating healthy, being aware of their lifestyle, they tend to slow down. Like menopause is kind of a natural thing. All women are like, do men also pass through menopause? Because I don't know. So that would be a question for another day. So like when you eat healthy, like you are all about your lifestyle, it actually it reduce or it delay, because it's something that you must definitely avoid. The only thing you can do is to delay it, because I think menopause starts at mid-30 for ladies, So you can, with your lifestyle, your eating pattern, it can help you to kind of, add more to your age. I don't know, like kind of, it doesn't come on time. So that is only eat healthy. In fact, I can't really tell you how much eating healthy, kind of how important it is to your life, to your, it's very important. Even if you cannot keep the diet, or you cannot do diet, just reduce your sugar intake, the level of sugar you consume, reduce it, and carbohydrate as well. Eat more protein, eat fruit, vegetables, and all that. Okay, so yeah, menopause can lead to weight gain due to the reduction or decreased estrogen, and also low metabolism. So yes, number 4 is medication. Medication can also lead to weight gain, or might be the reason why you are not losing weight. Yeah, I'm going to talk about 2 reasons. There are a lot of medication out there that can actually lead to weight gain, but that's not the area I'm concentrating on. First of all, how does medication lead to weight gain? There are some medications that actually increase your appetite. Yes, I don't know if any of you must have experienced it, and if you have, I would like to hear your story. Yes, leave it at the comment section, please. That would be very, very important to me. Yeah, medication can increase your appetite, which is going to make you eat more. And when you eat more, you absorb more calorie. And calorie, they usually store in the body in form of fat, for future energy production, So when there's some medication you be on, it makes you crave for sugar, crave for like sweet things, which is going to actually result to weight gain, okay? And again, some medications also decrease your metabolism. You guys must have experienced, must have been in this situation whereby you take some particular or some medicine, you just feel like you're feeling lazy, and you're kind of like weak. So that medication has just decreased your metabolism. And as I've explained before, if you have a low metabolism, you're going to burn calorie, you're going to be burning calorie in a very slow pace, which is also going to lead to weight gain. So the number 5 is pregnancy. Yeah, pregnancy. Everybody know when you're pregnant, you add up and yeah, you know this stuff. Yes, but there is a reason why I actually added this one into it, you know. Now, first of all, when a woman is pregnant, or when a pregnant woman when the weight of a pregnant woman increases, it's not actually her own weight. It's due to the baby, the weight of the baby, and the extra organs that grew due to the pregnancy, you know. So those are always the things that actually leads to weight gain in pregnant women. Okay, now I'm going to be telling you how many kg is safe for you to have as a pregnant woman according to your weight, and I'm also going to be telling you how many calories you should be consuming, because I've heard a lot of women, a lot of times they always say eat for 2. Pregnant women, it's normal for you to always crave. When you food craving, whenever you're craving for food, you just eat, you know, and all the stuff. Be careful. Yes, you have to be careful, because it is very risky. I don't want to even start talking about the danger. The danger of eating unhealthy during pregnancy can cause to you and the life of the baby. It is very risky. You can go and do research about it. You have to be careful of what you eat. Yes, pregnant women do crave, you know, but you have to be careful. You have to be careful. This also relates to, you see those women, most women, when they give birth, after giving birth, they just suddenly turn to like, it just looked like 5 years was added to their age, you know. It's the food you eat. It's also the food you eat that will lead to, you see a woman who just gave birth like last week, and the next day you see her, she's just like, it's as if she haven't even given birth, you know. Yes, stature is related, but the food you eat also play a big part, okay? The food you eat. Even the food you eat can lead you, like, I don't know how to put it, can make you end up in cesarean section. You know, I don't wish for that. I don't wish for anybody who is watching me right now to experience that. But I'm just telling you, I'm just like emphasizing on how bad it can lead to. Okay, so now I'm going to be telling you how many kg you can add on according to your current weight, like at least so that you will have an idea, like you know, like when you're in a safe zone, you know, so maybe you want to like track your weight, you want to watch your weight, you should know what you're doing, you know. That's the purpose of that. Okay, so yeah, so yes, if as a pregnant woman, if you know you are underweight, like, you know, you have small body, you know, you have a small stature, you know, so for those women that in that category, you should add more, like you should add up to 13 to 16 kg. Like if your weight is normal, like if you're already weighing like up to like 60, 65, so you should add up, it's normal, it's okay for you to add like more 13 to 16 kg for underweight women. So that should be around kind of within that range, is kind of a safe zone for you. While if you are overweight, because you are already overweight, like you are kind of you know, big, you know, so the kg shouldn't be that much. So you should add up around 7 to 11 kg. So that means extra 7 to 11 kg, depends on the baby also, because some baby can be big, you understand? So yeah, then talking about twins, like, you know, twins, if you give birth to, like, if you conceive twins, it should be around 16.5 to 24.5 kg. So yeah, around that area, it's safe. 16.5 to 24.5 kg, it's safe for you to add on. Now if you are like, maybe you don't have twins and you don't have twins and the weight you're weighing currently is actually higher than the ones I just named. Now, you should be careful. You should start thinking of reducing the food you eat, because it might not be good for you and your baby. Okay? Yeah. Now, for those of you that count your calorie, that's kind of watch how many calories you eat per day. So in your first trimester, you should be consuming like up to 1,800 calories per day. Yeah, 1,800 calories per day. While in your second trimester, you should be consuming up to 2,200 calories per day. Then in your last trimester, which is known as your third trimester, you should be consuming around 2,400 calories per day. And when counting the calories, you should make sure that protein is playing a very vital part of it, because it's very, very important. So in that way, you'll be able to kind of make sure you are in the safe zone. You're not putting yourself or your life or the life of the baby in danger due to your choice of eating. So guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you. Please leave your comment below, and I promise I'll get back to it. And if there's anyone that requires me creating another video, I will do it. If the one I have to just throw a message, or I will do it. And if you still have more to contribute on, if you still have more to add to it, please do me a favor, leave it there. Or you can also send it through my email. My email is in my bio, or you can use any of my social media platforms listed on my bio. Thank you guys. I really appreciate. One love. Bye.